At a time when we are hammered with bad news and catastrophes all around us, it's great to hear some good news for a change. And there is no better way to do that than to share inspiring stories of hometown heroes who are just ordinary people who are doing the extraordinary. Inspiring stories that'll lift you up and encourage and inspire you to change your community for the better. Our mission at United Way is to improve the quality of life and build a stronger community. So I invite you to join us on this journey as we improve the quality of life and build a stronger community by sharing hometown hero stories that will inspire us all.
Welcome to Hometown Hero, the show that focuses on those unsung heroes from your neighborhoods. Today, you're going to hear the story of an amazing young man who had his life in front of him and football was his dream. One incident changed all of those hopes and dreams. At a time when many would have given up, he rose to those challenges.
Some kids at times just have that something different about them that you recognize, and he had it, you know, just brings out the best in everybody.
Our hometown heroes are individuals that change the world in a great way by just the simple acts that they do. They're not the CEOs, they're not the ones donating millions of dollars. They're the ones that by simply being them, they are creating change. And today, we've decided to focus our hometown hero on hope. Hope is something that can drive all of us forward. Without hope, it's hard to move forward. Without hope, it's hard to meet our goals and face challenges.
All I would do is just stare up at the ceiling, and I would just think, like, I was just standing, like, literally. And literally, like, in a matter of seconds, it happened. And I was just like, I can't quit. I gotta find something else I gotta do. Because if I quit, then I'm gonna let down so many people. Because at first, I didn't even know, like, they was even putting my story on the news or nothing like that. Because I was, like, a little, like, dazed a little bit. But when I found out, I was like, whoa, I'm inspiring people, you know? And that right there, that just, like, it really made me, like, strive to be better.
After seeing a person at the same stage of life that he is experiencing now quit in such a short period of time, his endurance to want to continue is a true inspiration to me as an individual, and should be to anyone who crosses his path. DJ requires that someone puts on a shirt. DJ requires that someone brushes his teeth. DJ requires that someone assists them to do every day-to-day life activity that you and I take as a normal activity. When you look at those kind of changes in life, oh man, they're monumental.
Yeah, we were scrimmaging against another team at camp. We were at football camp in July, and I was standing there on the field along with several other coaches, including his father. And DJ was playing safety. I remember a running back running a sweep outside. DJ come up, make a routine tackle, he and another player, and didn't look out of the ordinary. And two of them got up, and he was still laying there. That's one of the worst days of your life. Yeah, I just love a kid that much, and see him not get up, knowing that he's 16 years old and got his whole life in front of him, and he can't get off the ground. The news got worse as the day went. Ended up getting flown out to ORMC in Orlando, and we get the news that he's going to surgery with a broken neck. So just nightmare of a day.
All right, and your breathing's outstanding. You're at 99%. Are you starting to get warm? Should I take the blanket down? Okay.
still got your medicine, but you want to keep drinking right now?
Today, we are here to honor our 2019 hometown hero, DJ Myers. I know you got to put that behind it.
Thank you.
And in honor of that, DJ, we'd also like to present you with a t-shirt for bringing hope to our communities and making the world a brighter place. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you know who got this award before you? Coach Q. Kind of ironic, isn't it?
Well, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. And it's a very special opportunity for me and my school. And I just want to thank everybody that has been through me with this journey. And I love everybody.
If that don't motivate you to be a little bit better human being than you are right now, then you don't belong in this locker room. You hear me? Yes, sir. Because that motivation right there will going to make me coach a little better, be a better person, play a little harder, play a little faster, and hit somebody a little harder because you motivate me. You hear me? And I'm in it for you. And if that don't motivate you, you're in the long run. Let's get out of here and go play some football.
When they made it to the playoffs, you know, and they said they did it for me, like that it really touched my heart. I felt like I gave them some motivation to make it to the playoffs. When like they made it like that year, I felt like I gave them motivation to make it to the playoffs.
Well, they retired your jersey, didn't they? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that right there, that was the greatest experience to even have my number. Like that's gonna be in the record books forever.
Yeah.
And so that right there, that was a big experience for me. And that's when I met Joy and Anthony, and those were like my two best friends right there.
And we just sat in the waiting room lobby and spent the night, and we just hoped that DJ would get better. He's still a brother, he's still a football player. I had to come to South Lake for my brother because, you know, just him motivated everybody, and it definitely motivated me. If he had to, he'd switch out the chair for the pads any day. Any day. It was all because of DJ. I played every down for DJ.
Oh, that's right. Hey guys.
I'm so glad to see you. It was just, football is what brought us always together, especially around Thanksgiving, holidays. It was big for us. I mean, DJ pretty much, from the time he was born, it didn't matter what ball it was, whether it was a football, basketball, baseball. He pretty much taught himself everything. It was like he was just a natural athlete.
He had the ability to apply it and make it his own. His passion, it inspired his team. And they look at him as a coach, but they still remember him as a player. Mm-hmm. So they remember how he would do it, and then by him being able to articulate it verbally, they're like, okay, yeah.
I go out there and I play for him because
he keep his head up all the time. Thank God every day.
And help us on our routes and skills and stuff. And I look up to him as like another coach.
So even though he might not still be able to play football right now, for example, his new passion is music. Same thing. He watches, he'll go to Full Sail University and he'll sit with the text and he'll see something, and then next thing you know, because they have the adaptive technology, he's doing the same thing.
So when I go to the studio, you know, I really take that serious. Like I go in there, I make sure that whatever I say or write, whatever is right on beat and everything, and whatever we need to fix, we fix it. Like one time I bought time to 7 to 10, and we was there from 7 to 1 a.m. in the morning, trying to make sure everything was perfect.
And you could see, you know, how his attitude toward his faith and where he was going to go with it. You know what I mean? Because some kids would have faith and they lose it.
Yeah.
You see, but DJ has always had that faith in his abilities, number one, and what he believes in, that God is good. You see, he's always had that faith, and he carries that same faith with him now.
So when I used to see like people, like this one dude, he came from Miami. He got shot. He was paralyzed. He never wanted to go to therapy at all. He just gave up. So what I did was I went. I was in a therapy room, and I had told the nurse, "Go get him. Have him come down here. Have him come watch me do therapy." So he came down there and he watched me, and he was like, "Wow, he can't even move his fingers. He can't even hold himself up. He gotta have straps to hold him up and stuff, and he still comes to therapy. He be in pain and he still comes to therapy." Like, he was like saying that stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, like this, like I couldn't even move nothing from the neck down when I first got here. I'm moving my top part of my body and everything, like." And I told him, like, "You might not be able to walk in, but bro, this is not the only thing you can do. Like, you ain't gotta walk to be an actor. You ain't gotta walk to be a musician." Like, so I told him that, and then he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna try." And every day since then, I seen him in the therapy room. He was working.
So, you know, I felt really good when I heard that there's a possibility that he's gonna walk again. And I tell you, that just felt my heart, you know. And he will, because he has that faith and he has that drive.
Yeah.
See, and he's always had it, always.
You can say whatever you want, you know. You ain't God. You ain't gonna tell me that I ain't gonna walk again because that's what your degree tells you. So then, like a couple weeks after that, they checked it out again. They was like, "Okay, so we're diagnosing you 2 years." You know, I was like, if it's not God, then I don't want to hear it from you.
All right, get ready. Get ready. I'm gonna. Oh! All right, so I've got to ask, how long did it take you to just get moving around, figuring out how to work the chair? I mean, I can barely work this remote here to somewhat play football.
Well, it took a little minute because, you know, I'm not being able to move one side of my arm or not being able to move my fingers. It was like learning how to it was like being a baby again.
And now you got a younger brother, an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
They got to help you a lot, but you still got to be there for them somewhat. Like,
yeah.
How do you find that balance?
Okay, so sometimes, you know, I be feeling like the little brother sometimes, 'cause, you know, I always got to ask them for help with everything now. And then back then, you know, they always, like my little brother always asked me back then. Yeah. Or my older brother, we did stuff together, like we had like the same mindset. But now it's like everything I do, like if I need a drink or if I need even just to have something fixed, like I have to depend on them. Like some people, they don't have that. Like when I was in the hospital, there was this one kid, he didn't have like a family that was there for him. I used to just go up there, me and my mom, we just go up there and sit with him, hang with him, talk to him, all types of stuff. I used to bring him like the gifts that I got, I would give him my gifts. Because like I know how that feels like not to have anybody and stuff like that. You know, sometimes he wouldn't even recognize who he was, but he would always know who I was. He was like, "Oh, DJ, that's my best friend." You know, he would always, he was like, I think he was 12. Yeah, he was 12. That was just something that made me like want to fight even more.
Today we're going to meet another person who's been involved in DJ's life, Coach Q. They say there's 7 degrees of separation, but today there's less than that. Coach Q was our previous hometown hero, and he graduated from Full Sail. But to make matters even more interesting, he used to coach DJ in Pop Warner football.
Mic check. Hey, 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 hey.
Let's start that over. Oh, nice right there.
But all of it can incorporate and go into Pro Tools. That's why Pro Tools is so famous. You know,
a lot of kids that when I went to the business stuff, they always using Pro Tools.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's a bigger version of GarageBand.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. You know, your laptop come with GarageBand.
So, what was your coolest project that you worked on in school?
My coolest project was learning with the infringement samples, because I love the sample.
So when you say sample for like other people, what does that mean?
Sample is like once you get your program and everything, you know it's a song out there that you might
want a remix of a little song.
Want a remix?
Yeah.
You know, most of the music you hear right now, guess what? It has samples in it.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean now. I know
it has samples in it.
So how do you get your own like beat published to where they gotta call you to get it cleared?
ASCAP. You get your beat published. If you make a beat, you send it off to get copywritten. If you write your songs and you make your own beat, you can put that as a compilation, but you have to have a sound form and a PA form. Now you have your music in there. Now if somebody come along and hear your beat and want your beat, you can either lease it to them or you can sell it to them, but you can keep it and lease it, and every time they play it,
they gotta pay you.
They got to pay you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Here's my rock, bust out your up, hold out a spot, bitch with the fuck, shout it be wet, dope in the pot, best thing I got.
That's what I want right there.
One thing I'm gonna tell you, it ain't easy, and it's not hard. Anytime somebody tell you it's hard, it's not hard. People make things hard. I went to 3 different schools. I failed in 3 different schools. You know why I failed? Because I wasn't passionate about it. I've always did music. I've always been passionate about my music. I said, hey, let me go to Full Sail. I went to Full Sail at the age of 40. Well, let me see. I'm 49 now. So 3 years ago. I graduated 3 years ago, 2016. So no one can ever tell you that you can't do something. Me, I'm still dealing with issues, but it's one thing I will not do. I am determined not to stop. No one can ever say that, hey, Coach Q ain't do this. You know, I got chosen for the hometown hero, just as well as you. And you know, hey, it's motivation, you know. Show other people, hey, regardless of what's going on with you right now, show them you're still pushing forward, and there's nothing gonna stop you. Nothing. Not a thing. Like me right now. Hey, from what I look like right now, I'm like, hey, Coach Q healthy, he look good. You know, I hear that all the time. What they don't understand that I go through things every night, every day. Nothing will stop me though. Just keep pushing. You already got it in your heart. You got determination. You got that hope. Keep it going. And you have a real bright future. And that's real. Notice that on number 10 is where your drum's at. But you can put a drum on either track, but on 10 is where you really
Oh yeah, I like that.
Get your drum from. And you go ahead and you hit that.
You might gotta let me borrow that right there. That right there, I like that right there. Let's see how it sounds when you speed it up.
Break it down. We'll put it on Cubase. Once you record it on Cubase, you can take the wave file of it, the audio file of it. Drop it on Logic.
United Way has changed how they do business over the years. It was once enough for us to raise money and share it into our community partners and their programs. Today, we do that and so much more. Hope for those that are in need, hope for united communities, and hope that our hometown hero will inspire you to create change in our communities. Who will be our next hometown hero? Will it be your friend, your neighbor, or will it be you? Thank you for being a part of our Hometown Heroes series. Stay tuned to hear more inspiring stories from our community.
So DJ, man, this whole experience has been kind of crazy, having filming and shooting, and I think it's a good thing because more people will be able to hear your story.
Yeah, know about it.
More people will be able to experience, to know that, you know, remember when we was in
More
the
people
hospital?
to inspire.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, we tell you all the time that you inspire people just from looking at your pictures and the stuff that you do. And it's so cool because just from this experience, I don't know if, you know, someone saw me talk about it on Facebook or saw me talk about it somewhere else, but someone decided to donate to you the software on here for you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you want to help other people, help other artists.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big, like, that's crazy because, like, I really didn't think that, like, Logic and all that stuff, like, before I didn't really think that I was gonna be doing this. I was gonna play football, I was gonna go to college, play football, probably just be, probably going for athletic trainer or anything like that, but now it's like, I gotta have a different focus and a different mindset for something else, a different passion, a different love for something else. But now, like this right here, this gonna really help me. I'm really just trying to just tell people like not to give up because some people, they give up on small things, you know? So if you can give up on a small thing, how could you even go through life?
The things that we take for granted as nothing each day are challenges for them to do on a day-to-day basis. So please, please, if you have the opportunity to just reach out and help someone, the smallest thing would be the greatest help.